right, trying that again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 36 of Making Meaning with Joel Corda. How is that even a thing? What are you watching it on, babe? What's that? Anybody else out there not hearing it? I have no idea why that would be the case. Because it's showing up. You can hear it now? All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 36 of Making Meaning with Joel Corda. I got a special guest tonight. Worked a bunch last night to try to get some technical stuff ironed out, and I think I'm just finding new ones. It's very exciting. So, let me play a song I don't think I've ever played. I wrote this years ago for a film that never got made. Met a director in Bozeman and had a theme song for him and everything. So let's give it a shot. I will walk beyond these walls, and I will take my own sweet time, past this light, past this stone. I will make my way. I don't sleep at night that much. I can feel beyond your touch. Bend my back, this bended knee has not done that much for me. He will give, and he can give, but he will also take away. Well, I don't sleep at night that much. I can feel beyond your touch. Watch me go under, just watch me drift away. This breath, it feels like thunder. I know I'm not that brave. I watch the world, I watch it turn. In the night, I watch it burn. Forgot the end of my own song. It's all right, good. But I don't sleep at night that much. I can't feel beyond your touch. I can't sleep at night that much. I don't feel beyond your touch. Woo! Let me see some sound effects if they're going to come through. Yeah. Yeah. Cool air horn. Excellent. Well, I know I'm getting closer because these are brand new, good fun mistakes. So let's try not to take it too personally. trying to think of the thing I wanted to tell you about, but it's flying out of my head because technical difficulties will do that to me. It's been a good week. Got some good, pretty decent rest in. Had some fun gigs at the SIP. People seem to be kind of getting back to the normal spirit of things around there. I do like the fun stuff, the fun comments that I get sometimes. I'm often asked if they can just sing. And I think I finally answered it well this time. This older lady, and she was like, hey, I'd really like to play. Hey, Pat used to let everybody sing with her, and Pat did this and that. And I'm like, yeah, she did. She was really good at certain things, and I'm really good at other things. And one of the things Pat was good at was accompanying people. I am not. I sang first. So actually, I was a drummer first, and that's not so much for accompanying purposes. That's just for getting the rage out and staying out of jail in 8th grade. That's what that's for. But no, it was that, and then I'd been singing the whole time, and I thought that singing was the way I was going to go. And in college, I got a performance degree, so I did a lot of opera. That's actually how I met Nadine. I think you may have heard that story if you've watched the show at all. And I kind of was learning guitar on the side, mostly because I wanted to be a songwriter, and I wanted to be able to do it for myself. Never considered myself a great guitar player. Still don't consider myself a great guitar player. And that's okay. And then I think the only piano I really knew was after my theater gig went away teaching, and they wanted me to be in choirs. And they said, you can do it. And I said, I don't know how to play piano. We'll give you lessons. So I knew how to play some scales. Then I didn't really learn much more until I got this job where I do play some piano songs every night. I probably play about 8 to 10 piano songs. But again, it's to carry the voice. So when this lady asked me, hey, why won't you let me sing with you? I said, first of all, I don't know summertime beyond singing it. You can go ahead. Beyond singing it, I don't really understand. Is it your cat? Sorry. Beyond singing, I'm not great at, learning. I'm good at accompanying myself. I'm not good at accompanying others. I don't know summertime because I'm a dude. And I've never sang Summertime before. That's a woman's song. It's great, but it's not for me. And I just kind of explained, I was trying to be nice about it, and I think I got a little more forceful towards the third or fourth ask of, when are you going to let me sing a song that you don't know how to play? I finally revealed that this is all a big sham where I really just know how to do it for myself. And I don't know that I would make you sound very good. And I don't want to put you in a situation where you don't sound good. How's that for an answer, America? All right, I'm going to play one that I can do without thinking about. Treat me all right at the landing. I sing unchained melody. Let Pearl follow me up. Why, oh, why, Delilah, indeed. They won't just let you sit there. You've got to stand up and be heard. Don't you know the roof comes down? They know every word. And when the lights go down, it's just me alone with that big white sky. And when the lights go down, it's just me alone with the question, why am I in Wyoming? Why am I not there with you? Why did I come here anyway? Why can I stop missing you? just for a minute. I guess I don't play well with others. If you're not on my team, if I had my way, darling, I'd slip this dream. 'Cause without you, nothing is that pretty here. I count every hour. So just come down here, haunt me, babe. Baby, just calm down now. And when the lights go down, it's just me alone with that big white sky. And when the lights go down, it's just me alone with a question. Why am I in Wyoming? Why am I not there with you? Why did I come here anyway? Why can I stop missing you? Just for a minute, maybe a day. Okay, something worked. Let's see if I can get a little triangle on there too. Wait. What do you think? Pretty intro. And so, thank you for sticking with me while I'm figuring all this stuff out. Had a lot of help from my friend Seth yesterday, who had this set up perfectly. And just stuff is not perfect. And that's okay. I will figure this out. I will try to not be frustrated, which I think I'm losing that battle a little bit right now. But how about a word from one of our sponsors? A little O'Boyle Steelwork. Here we go.
Strength, story, steel.
That's O'Boyle Steelworks.
Every knife we forge is one of a kind, built to last. Built for you. From custom blades to hand-etched detail.
Each piece carries history in its steel.
Whether for daily use or as a showpiece for generations, we craft it by hand right here in Montana. Find O'Boyle Steelworks on Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, and Patreon.
Strength, story, steel.
Oh my goodness. There's all sorts of chaos in here. There's a cat. All right. You got it unmuted for you, buddy?
So now,
all right. I am going to intro my guest. Actually, we're going to do one more ad because it's cleared from YouTube now. That was an interesting thing. We had we played the Red Eye ad and got a ding from YouTube for copyrights violations, and Kyle worked that out. I got a ding for playing one of my own songs, which is great that it actually the copyright stuff works, but I thought maybe the name would on the author's notes and the podcast would probably let people know that was actually me, and I worked it out. But here is some Red Eye. I'm just joking. Oh, there you are. That's beautiful. All right. My guest. Tonight's guest is a special one for me because he's my son, Bruce Corda. Bruce is finishing up his associate's degree and preparing for the next big chapter, heading to the University of Montana to study economics, with law school as the goal after that. And while I know him as my son, I also know him as someone who has been building his future with focus, patience, and real follow-through. There he is. He has earned Dean's List recognition, which tells you something important that isn't just a dream he talks about. This is a path he is actively walking. Tonight we get to talk about growing up, finding direction, school, work, economics, law, Montana, and what it means to become your own person while still being part of a family story. I'm proud to welcome Bruce Corda to Making Me.
Sound effects. Lovely.
You got them both, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
You got them both. How you doing?
Doing good. Happy to be here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Seemed a little nervous
I
before.
was nervous. I've never been on a podcast before.
Put you right there. Work you up. Well, that's okay. Should we dive right into it?
Sure.
What made economics feel like the right next step for you, bud?
Well, I think economics is kind of the best way to understand the world as it is right now, for me at least. Can you hear me? Hello?
That's better. Thank you, son.
Well, economics was kind of just the material that gives me understanding of the world around me, so I feel less nervous about not knowing things.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
When you look back at starting college, what feels different about it now?
What feels different about it now? Well, I mean, I'm actually surprised I got this far this quickly. Like I was a very fun little burst of learning, and I'm already halfway there through my bachelor's degree.
How long does it feel like? Because it's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years now, but it feels kind of instant, I guess. Like it went by very quickly.
What was the benefit for you to stay and do the associates versus going right to Missoula?
Well, I was actually a bit nervous to like leave my hometown of Great Falls, and I wanted to build up my own character a little bit before actually going and making my own life. And I felt like the community college gave me an excellent opportunity to learn where I was comfortable and to build to other things that I have not done yet. So was that a formulated thing or did you fall into it? Because it seemed from my point of view that you formulated it pretty strongly. It was pretty formulated. Like because I took a gap year to scheme, like essentially like how I wanted to work out my life. And I had all these big ideas, but at home, like the community college at home was like just the best answer for me, for somebody who had no idea where to go, really.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because as a teacher, I often tell kids they should look at that. Because money-wise, expense-wise,
a fraction of the price.
Fraction of the price.
Yes.
So, and you are lined up and ready. You're going to finish most of it in May. You're doing a couple in the summer.
Yes, a couple in the summer.
And then they're all transfer.
Yeah, I'll transfer, and I'll be a junior in Missoula when I transfer over. So
pretty great.
Yeah.
Pretty great. You made the Dean's List. What did it take behind the scenes to make that happen? I guess a little background might be necessary there. What kind of student would you describe yourself as in high school?
Oof. I was a terrible student in high school. I don't know. I could not. I couldn't in high school. I couldn't grasp like why I was there for myself at the time. So I had to find myself before like high school gave me all these opportunities for the future, and I just wasn't ready to accept it, I guess, if that makes any sense.
I guess my version of that story was you were sailing along freshman year and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I think like a lot of your generation, the existential angst that people usually push down the road a little bit further was pretty present immediately.
It was, but in a way that could be better to get it out of the way early. So
I think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it sure seemed, and it still seems like it's affected a lot of the kids that I deal with, but
oh yeah,
for you, it was, and as a parent, it was hard to hard to watch somebody that was doing really, really well. And then it was kind of like, oh, what's the point?
Yeah.
And you ended up going to Paris
Mhm.
because the regular time schedule was not working for you.
Yeah.
Will you speak to that a little bit?
To the time schedule?
Well, really what I'm trying to, I guess one of the things I want people to know out there is, especially kids, is that there's not just one way
No, there
to
isn't.
do anything.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I kind of floundered a lot of opportunities, even Paris. Like I did the bare minimum for like to get through and to get my graduation, like to graduate. But there were so many opportunities that it was mostly me who was not ready to take them. I don't really know why. But I can't tell like you the big difference between then and now. But like
Well, there's a big difference between
but
them
there
and
is.
now.
But I'm saying I don't know. My mindset has. I mean, I guess it is pretty drastically different.
When did you first glimpse in your head economics as a possibility in your life?
In my life?
Yeah, because you were always watching news and you always had a deeper understanding of what was going on than I did. And it seems like your tie into current events comes through economics.
Yes.
So was it because of the Noam Chomsky readings? Was it because of like
Noam Chomsky was very helpful in, but he's not an economist. He's a linguist specialist, but he was certainly someone that drove me to see the importance in it. I guess like because even he, who wasn't a specialty, his economics wasn't his specialty. He understood how it kind of ran the world, and I deeply was impressed on that. So, but
and you started that early.
yeah.
When did you start paying attention to Noam Chomsky?
I think it was actually 2022.
Okay.
So that's when I first really got into him. I honestly don't know why. Like, I couldn't even tell you.
Is there a line between Vonnegut and Chomsky that is?
I think so.
Because you're very into the literature of Vonnegut,
Very much so.
and it seemed like that was hand in hand at one point.
Yeah, well, Vonnegut kind of expresses the emotions of like Noam Chomsky, like in concrete terms, described the world's problems and how it could be better. And Kurt Vonnegut gave me like the emotions to that, like the people who are who are the victims of the world at the moment, like how they feel and how they live their lives. So I think it was kind of a balancing act between
the two.
the emotion and the science. And sadly, I'm not happy with. We can talk about Noam Chomsky's.
You're talking about heroes falling because of lists and
Lists, Epstein
pictures
files,
and that's a rough thing.
It is rough
for anybody to go through.
It was very rough because he was like, I mean, like that's kind of like, I mean, if anything, that kind of gave validation to his idea about how power corrupts and
right.
Nobody can deal with it. And when he became a certain level of affluent and powerful, even he couldn't handle it. You know what I mean? And he ended up hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, making money deals. I don't think he was a pedophile. Hopefully not. But
hard to know, man.
yeah, it is hard to know. But I'm saying someone who is so against those systems, like so
just
it
being
was
on
a shock. Yes,
being on a private jet.
Yes,
even,
it was
enough
certainly-
for you to be
like
upset.
I felt it in my gut.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because I still remember the Christmas Eve when you got an email.
Yeah, he emailed me. I
Not Epstein.
no
Noam Chomsky.
Noam Chomsky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's a big difference there.
and that was
It was a huge deal.
Yeah, it was. And if it sounds morbid, but like, no, never mind. I won't go there.
You're like, I don't want to say that one. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think finishing your associate's degree? I should step this back because the other thing that you were doing was you were working at FedEx.
Yes.
Still are. You still have your foot in the door there.
Yeah. Going back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Took a wonderful little few weeks off.
Yeah.
And
You needed it. Little
Yeah.
mental health break.
yeah.
But you have systematically, you got a job that would actually pay the bills because you were not living here for a year so that you could experience life in downtown Great Falls.
Mm-hmm.
and you kept the job, had your own insurance, had your own thing going, got a cat, which is why some chaos is occurring. Did we figure out where the cat?
I don't know. She'll come
She'll
knocking
come
at
when
the
she
door
does.
soon enough. But
Should probably put the picture up. Best show to date. Somebody's saying that's exciting. Thank you,
Aw.
Running Wild. So did that year off? Was that part of the plan that you formulated?
yes, I knew I needed. I don't know. I genuinely don't understand. Most of this wasn't logical, but like purely like this listening to my soul.
Just
Like I knew
instinctual.
if I started like school immediately after my like fucking around period of high school, I would have just continued it. And I don't know. I don't know. I needed to.
I love that my son has officially dropped the first F-bomb in 36 episodes on the.
Sorry.
awesome.
36 is also a wonderful number. 6 times 6 divisible. Very
Good
fluid.
job. Good job. Good
Happy to be here. Sorry.
Happy to be here, America. Let me put that one up for you so you can see it. You know, we've never said anything about it. Best show to date. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. So what I'm trying not to do is to get answers as a parent from
Yeah.
you. Like, oh, I've always wondered. Now that I have the camera on, I don't want to be that guy.
I know.
I don't want to.
I'm so nervous.
Are you really?
A little bit.
Let me
I
ask
don't know.
you this.
I'm fumbling on my own words.
What
like,
are you afraid I'm going to ask you? Or what are you afraid is going to happen?
what am I afraid?
What would be the worst possible
worst
thing?
possible thing is like I gut my vomits out exactly who I am, and then I vomit out who I am, and the world is like, who the hell is this loser? You know what I mean?
Isn't that everybody's fear about everything, though?
Well, of course, yes, it is. But
I
I'm
mean,
saying,
here I am on a show every week, and I can't put it together, but yet I remain.
hey, you're putting it together.
Yeah.
The setup is pretty damn sick. I can't lie. It's been I've seen the whole thing from like the beginning stages of episode 1 to now. It
Well,
is
let's
quite
hear it. What do you think the evolution? How do you think the evolution's going?
Much more comfortable.
You think so?
I think so.
Even when I'm as mad as I was at the beginning of the show when it wasn't working right?
Well, I mean, I understand. You know, if you're all worked up, like you spent all day like working on something to make it work. So that would be rough. But you got to figure it out. Yeah, in a way, your rage fueled you to do it correctly.
You think so? I don't know. I'd like to think that people can't read my simmering rage, son.
Oh, I could sense it from in the room.
You had to leave for a minute.
Just at the beginning, not anymore.
What does it take to go from not great at high school, right, by your own admission,
Yeah.
to Dean's List?
Well, actually, I literally, I guess it's like actually having a vision for the future. Like for a while there, like I had this like strange feeling like my whole world, like the whole world would just end by the time I graduated high school. And the fact that it didn't was like,
Better put something together.
yeah, better put something
Better
together. And it gave me hope. I was like, why not? I don't know why I had that feeling of dread. I mean, COVID had a big deal, had a big impact on that. But I mean, I
Obviously.
can't just blame it on one thing.
Obviously.
But
I think it would be interesting as well, the personalities that you live with in this house,
yeah,
because your mother is the most positive person I
Yes.
know,
yes,
for sure, and is somebody who actively works on mental health and her spirituality and her physical health. And so that is all happening while you're feeling like the world's going to end.
during COVID, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I don't understand. Like it could have been. It was just a collective dread that I was feeding into. Very, very. I was just given this boost of energy, the fact that it wasn't over, I guess. And
For your
I
senior
was
year.
like,
Yeah.
what am I going to do with this extra time? Like, it's all a blessing now. So I got to take advantage
So
of
the
it.
gap year was a good idea for
Yes.
you.
It was, I partied a lot.
Do you feel, what? Do you feel like you're I guess this is a tricky one too, because I teach school. I'm part of a system.
It's true.
And part of that system didn't seem to be able to reach you very well. But at the same time, you were incredibly well read. Do you feel like you even missed a beat once you decided to start applying yourself?
I don't think so. I no, I didn't feel like I missed
Or were
a
you
beat.
paying you were paying enough attention to be able to be up to speed for what you needed to do in college?
Well, I mean, all of my teachers, even if I did completely reject the concept of school, like they did teach me well, and like they gave me those good bases of understanding, and I enjoy learning. Like it gives me like just a boost to be like a student in everything, I
Mm.
guess. You know what I mean? And I didn't, I don't know. I don't know why that is, because I didn't feel like that way before. I had no interest in learning, like even though like it was, I don't know. I'm not sure.
But you were always reading.
I was always reading. Yeah. I mean, I still read, but not enough.
While you're schooling.
Schooling. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
And
other,
audiobooks. But I'm saying like there's a,
there's things you're going for too. And you have a cat.
yeah, it's true. I do
Cat
have a
ownership does not smile upon. I'm gonna throw some pictures up of your cat real quick.
She could be out there. I wish I could bring her in, but she's being. She knows
I don't know
the
what-
camera's rolling.
What
so
I'm
she's shy.
doing
Yeah.
right now. They all disappeared. This is the wrong. Oh, I gotta put it on this one here. It's just you, and then there you are. There you are. I'm showing the one of you in the bathroom mirror with your cat.
Oh, sweet.
Was that the apartment? That was the apartment.
Yes, that was my apartment.
Okay.
My wonderful first apartment.
And here's her under a couch, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That is great. She is very photogenic.
Yes.
Tell the people. Your
What?
cat is so goofy.
I know.
I love it. Tell the people how much your mom and dad were excited to have a cat around. How did that go over?
Well, it was more of a. I didn't necessarily. I asked permission. You know, what I mean, it was,
Sure did.
Well, to be fair,
You were on your own.
I moved out,
You did.
and then the week of moving out, I immediately filed the adoption forms, and then had my
Yeah.
own cat. But obviously, I moved back in for a few months, so now they have to deal with the cat, and they love her. I think
I do.
mom does, and
I mean, I'm glad that the allergy shots finally tipped me over to
that
not,
was a big worry.
to not
And she doesn't
allergic.
shed at all.
Doesn't seem like it.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, somebody else said, nice looking guy. That's Carolyn. Thank
Oh,
you, Carolyn.
thank you.
Hope you're feeling better out there. What has been harder than people might assume about the path that you've been taking?
It's been harder. I have had what has been harder? What has been the hardest part?
Do you feel like it hasn't been hard?
It hasn't been hard. I feel very like that it's no the path has been of least resistance because I feel like it's right.
The
you know
right
what I
path
mean?
for
Yes,
you.
exactly.
So it's kind of, there's a spiritual aspect to that.
yeah, there is a very spiritual.
Calling to you that says,
Yes.
this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Mhm.
When did that feel real? Like, when did it really lock in that, oh, economics?
Well, economics is my lens of understanding the world because I mean that's how we manage everything.
Okay.
So that's more for me, like and to strengthen that understanding.
Okay.
And I want to, my actual career goal is to get into law, and I want to use that lens of economics to understand how I want to advocate for certain people who are not exactly.
So the kind of lawyer you want to be is protective.
Yes, yeah, protective, and not even just protective, offensive. You know what I mean? Against like that, I think
The
law,
man.
Yes, law is one of those careers that it's like it. I feel like can actually be a leverage point in compared to others, like in ways that I really want to.
So you're saying within capitalism, it's probably a good idea to know the system and to possibly have some of those capitalistic funds.
Yes, it is. It is very important. And like I'm not, not trying to get into economics to like be,
No.
the financier. It's you got to understand the enemy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay. What was harder? What surprised yourself? What surprised you yourself about being a student? Like, what are your strengths? What did you really like? Oh, geez, that's easier than I thought, or harder, or what surprised you?
I mean, I guess like the biggest surprise was like the difference in difficulty when it is like in your own interest, in my own like once I felt like it was something that I could actually apply to my own life is when it was like just it was like I don't know I honestly can't even explain it, like it was just pure like mind over matter really. So like the education system before gave me all the tools I needed, but I was rejecting it.
Sure.
So I don't know what surprised me the most.
It's okay. Come back to it if you think
Yeah,
of it.
I'm gonna have to come back to it.
What excites you about going to Missoula and the University of Montana?
I mean, a couple of things. I mean, a bunch of things. I mean, I have a bunch of friends that live there already, so I'm excited to see them. I'm excited. I've lived here in Great Falls like my whole life. Like when we go to the backyard, I can see the hospital that I was born in. So, I mean, even if it's only like what 200 miles, even less, 200 miles away,
180.
180, it will be a nice. I need to see how I feel outside of my
Yeah.
home range. You know.
Yeah, and
So, I'm
I
excited.
can't come knock on your door and bother you every night.
No, I'm gonna miss you. It'll be sad. We'll play zombies.
What do you think? Speaking of Great Falls, how did it shape you
How did it shape me?
growing up?
Let
How does it shape you?
me see here. I mean, I guess like I can't even answer that because it's everything. You know what I mean? It's my whole upbringing. Like, I mean, how did it shape me? I guess how are we defining Great Falls? The people in it, like.
Well, I was thinking more. I always think of actually the land itself. I think of the river.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think of
Yeah.
just how we're close to any version of outdoors you want to
Oh, yeah.
get
Mhm.
pretty quickly.
Yeah, pretty damn.
The people for sure, because like I always say, Great Falls doesn't say no. But I think about the way that you roam
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Bike or on
that's
foot.
my church, you
Yeah.
know, outside. And I'm very I don't know. Cuz like if I was born in a city, you know, I wouldn't know the difference. But I don't
I
know.
mean, a big city.
Big city, yeah. I think because of this I'm going to always need to come be around Montana. Like it's become a part of how I process things, just going outside and the vastness.
Yeah,
So,
I like that.
yeah.
I I had to stop a fight today between two kids that wouldn't stop arguing about if it was a town or a city.
Was this middle school or high school? Like, because I feel like middle school fights are almost more ferocious in a way.
Okay, I'm trying to remember because there were fights in my fights. I mean arguments. I think that one was a middle school one. The guitar class was arguing about. We were calling a kid that we hadn't seen in 2 weeks the new kid,
Yeah.
which was fun. So every retort was, "Hey, new kid, you can't come in here with your big city
Big city
ideas." And
Excellent.
just because he'd been gone for.
That's so funny.
It's kind of funny.
Middle schoolers can be hilarious. They're also so cruel to each other.
Yeah, and they mostly to themselves.
Yeah,
Strangely.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
I beat myself up when I was in middle school. Everybody did, I think.
they all do.
Yeah.
And it's funny when I will take them aside and say, "Hey, you could be nicer to yourself."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a new concept that has not been, not something you already answered a couple of these ahead of time. So I'm looking ahead. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. You ready for this?
Yeah.
This might be. You might need to take a deep breath. What does justice mean to you at this point in your life?
What does justice mean? That is a good question. I mean, I guess almost in a biblical sense, it's like the Sermon on the Mount. You know what I mean? Like the first will eventually, the last will become first. Oh my cat's trying to get in, and I think that
You could get her.
that is like my the humanity's long-term goal, like right now in this post development world, is to give those resources to those that don't have it.
We're talking meek inheriting the earth.
Meek inheriting the earth, yeah.
You get your little paws underneath the door. Just trying to yank it open.
We got the cat.
Down goes the mic.
There we go.
This is the best show ever. Here, let's give
No, I
you
know.
a full. Can you get that? Can you handle all that? Or you need a little.
Can you hear me still?
I can still hear the thump. The beat.
I bet if anybody has any headphones on, that'll be a nice shock to the There's
Little
the cat.
ASMR for the people. There's Posey. Oh, why are you out of focus? Oh, you got to move the mic closer to your face because it decided that that's what it needs to focus on.
Hello.
There we go, I think. Yeah, she's not in the shot. Should
Justice? I don't know.
You did plenty good.
No, but I didn't answer it very. I mean, in the current setup that we have,
You want a different setup.
yeah, I do want a different
The
setup.
youth seem to want a different
And
setup.
yeah, they do. And I think that we're going to achieve that within.
I don't think it's that far off from what people actually would want if they thought about it a little more.
What do you do?
Like I often say, across both aisles, people that we're all one medical emergency away from not having a house, right? Like that needs to change.
Yes.
That's a very easy one. And you don't have to list them, but I'm saying I hear what you're saying. What what do you think older generations understand that your generations actually miss?
Older generations understand that we miss.
That yours doesn't quite get?
That is a good question.
I mean, I do love calling you soft and weak all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, they get it and we don't.
Yeah. And maybe it's because they've got more road. It could be any version of that.
Uh-huh. So we're talking like grandma and grandpa's like generation
Or me.
yours?
30 years older than you, buddy. It's
I don't know. I mean, no, we don't. I think that you guys are much more capable at building communities than we are. Like, I think we are much more disconnected. And I don't know if that's like
that's
just a generation
interesting
thing.
because I see your community building happen way faster than ours.
Really?
Yeah, because you know you could easily get on your Twitters and your Instagrams, and you know how to rally but that's all I suppose. Just online.
It is online. It's not. It's so easy to detach yourself from each other, and I think that is our biggest issue. And I think we feel that. Like I feel that. Like
You say detachment, but I've seen you do stuff I never did. I never went to the library and spoke up about how we need the funds to be where they're supposed to be. I haven't done any rallying. So it seems like, well, maybe it's just you, but your generation seems a lot more willing to put their butts where their feelings are.
That's true. I mean, maybe that's just because they're more aware of it. Like that's more. I mean, I don't think that's like just like intrinsically this generation, but like it's so in front of their faces more than it was before.
Okay.
So I think it's easier to be inclined to speak up against it if it's more pervasive.
That's fair. What has being my son or your mom's son taught you? Good, bad, weird, or funny?
Good. What have you taught me?
Nothing. Nothing, old man.
No, you've taught me so much. I literally I'm just blanking out right now because like
It can be mom too, because
that's true.
I think she has taught you a gentleness that I don't have.
I mean, well, what do you mean by it taught me a gentleness? Because like
Her
it's just
nature.
her, yeah. She
Yeah.
didn't, that wasn't an intent. I mean, I think you're a very gentle dude too. You know, you're very. You come from the heart a lot of the time.
How dare you?
I don't know. I can't. What have you taught me? Fuck.
No, it doesn't need to be a concrete thing. Like, how do you, if we took another kid and they lived in this household, what are they going to come out of this house with even?
Oh, thankfulness or
Okay.
things. One thing that you do more than any other like family I've observed, been around is you take let me see. Like the simplest things that we take for granted. I don't know. You have taught me like how important that just can be to myself. And like, let me see. I'm not answering that very well.
It's okay. Are you talking about like a gratitude?
Yeah, you've taught me gratitude. Like I remember growing up and we I was like in middle school and like we would make these jars and like put things in it that we were
Jars of awesome.
grateful for. And I mean, I don't know if that's like something that's like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's not very, most kids don't get that kind of emotional care. And I don't know. And I don't know.
Doing
I'm
great.
not describing this very well.
I love that you're worried about how this is going.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
Anything you want to ask me before I?
What do I want to ask you? How do you feel? What from where you are now in the podcast? Like what do you like? What do you see? Like what do you find? I don't know. What do you find the most like improvement in where you've been? Like,
Don't.
You
That's like tonight.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like you're not able to.
I'm stewing in it right now
yeah.
because no, let me take that back because I know the truth of it. The truth of it is, if I will go back and look at the first one, this is way better.
Yeah, I know exactly, but it doesn't feel like it.
No, because I'm trying to operate on a higher level, and it seems like we fix things and then they fall apart again.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's anything unlike life.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do think the habits that I have established outside of the podcast allow me to be able to do the podcast. Like the getting up every morning and writing.
Centering yourself. Yeah.
Centering myself. Doing all the gym stuff. Doing a gratitude journal at night.
Yeah.
Like and because I've written that stuff down, I can literally go back and read about a year ago today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And be like, oh, well, there's some different thinking going on. There's some different, and the frustrations then were just like, I don't know how to do any of it. Tonight, the frustrations are, there's no reason for that sound to not be working. And here it isn't. We just spent 2 hours yesterday making that big screen TV behind you work, and it's not working today. Damn. This monitor here, it's all those things. I understand that this is getting better all the time, and I hear about it a lot.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure.
But you have to be ground level, dug in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like I have to be 30,000 feet looking at it to be like, okay, things are moving along. And I'm also stubborn.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving up.
Mm-hmm.
It might change. If the live thing makes it so hard to keep putting out in different spots, maybe it doesn't need to be live.
Mm-hmm.
I was just hoping to be able to use the things that I am good at, that I've developed.
Skills, yeah.
Right?
Your crowd work.
Crowd work.
What? It's true.
Your cat is hilarious. All right, let me keep looking because we gotta ask you what making meaning means to you right now. What does making meaning mean to you?
Making meaning.
Name of the show.
I know. That was the hardest question because I was thinking about like what the hell am I gonna say? Routines, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
I've recently fallen out of my routine of like going to FedEx, and I'm gonna get back into it, but I don't know. I fall into chaos without a routine, and I weirdly enough, and I cannot function.
That you got from me.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh no, not possibly.
No, I'm sure. I mean,
yeah. That you got from me.
So okay, that does not necessarily a meaning. And we already talked about nature. Like that in itself is kind of a meaning to me, but I haven't been able to get out there. It's summer, so
you will.
I will.
One of your favorite things to do is take your truck out and just camp
in the back.
From the back.
Mm-hmm.
I admire that because, my back can't take it anymore, and I don't think I ever really did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I went out with friends that were smarter than me.
Mm. Sometimes it's fun with friends, but like even by yourself, like not having anywhere to be and just being like, this is where I'm going to park tonight, and like this view is where I'm going to fall asleep to and wake up to.
Pretty spot. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I like that about you. You and I've got to have a good experience when we got to go see a concert.
It was wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, we experiencing art together. We have a couple more. We got one more big one this summer with your Uncle Steve.
Old 97s.
Old 97s. How many times have I seen them now? It's be 4.
Wow.
I know.
They might recognize you. Yeah, it's okay.
I don't think they're going to recognize me, but I like your attitude. Anything you want to say here at the end?
May peace prevail on the earth, and I'm happy to be here.
I like it. All right, buddy. Thank you. Thanks for coming on the show. I know
Thank
this
you,
was
guys. It was fun.
it's not your favorite thing quite yet. Your Honor, this is not your favorite yet, but you know you're good at it.
I'll get better, maybe.
Proud of you, buddy.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everybody. I hope to
Good
see you
night.
next week at 6 o'clock on Tuesday.